Hey Blink News fam, buckle up because we're about to delve into the world of the unknown, the unsolved mysteries that have had us scratching our heads for years, even centuries. But here's the exciting part. With the incredible advancements happening in science, technology, and research, some of these mysteries might actually be solved in the next decade. Tonight, we're counting down 12 mysteries that could be solved in the next decade. Think lost civilizations, unexplained phenomena, and even historical whodunits. From the depths of the ocean to the vastness of space, prepare to explore the cutting-edge tools and theories that could finally crack these long-standing enigmas. Will we finally unlock the secrets of Stonehenge? Could we discover new life on distant planets? Join us as we explore the fascinating possibilities and the scientific breakthroughs that might just change the way we see the world. So grab your detective hats, adjust your tinfoil hats, just in case, and get ready for a glimpse into the future of unsolved mysteries on 12 mysteries that could be solved in the next decade.
Imagine a ghost town, not one abandoned in the Wild West, but on a lush green island off the coast of North Carolina. In 1587, over 100 Englishmen and women landed on Roanoke Island, brimming with dreams of building a new life. They weren't alone. John White, the colony's co-founder, left them with promises of returning soon with more supplies. But when White finally sailed back 3 years later, he found an unsettling sight. The settlement was deserted. Not a single soul remained. This chilling disappearance has haunted American history for centuries. Where did these 117 colonists vanish to? Theories swirled like smoke. Did a brutal attack by the local Native Americans wipe them out? Did they, desperate and starving, attempt a perilous journey back to England? The answer remained shrouded in mystery, a puzzle with missing pieces. However, a flicker of hope emerged in recent years. Archaeologists, their trowels striking the earth like determined detectives, unearthed intriguing clues at 2 separate digs. Here's the twist. The evidence suggests the colonists didn't vanish as a single group. Instead, they may have split up, venturing in different directions. One group, it seems, even ended up a staggering 60 miles northwest of Roanoke. This discovery is like finding a single footprint in the sand, a tantalizing hint of where the colonists may have gone. Every new dig, every unearthed artifact could be a missing piece of the puzzle. With each discovery, the story gets a little clearer, a little closer to being solved. Perhaps, one day soon, we'll finally know what truly happened to the lost colony of Roanoke. Until then, their story remains a captivating whisper in the wind, a reminder of the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the surface of history. How and why was Stonehenge built? On a vast, wind-swept plain north of Salisbury, England, stands a silent giant, Stonehenge. Its circle of colossal stones, weathered gray by millennia, whispers of a forgotten past. Imagine a time 5,000 years ago, a world without wheels or metal tools. How, you ask, did these massive stones, some weighing over 20 tons, find their way here? Why were they arranged in such a precise circle? For centuries, Stonehenge has been shrouded in mystery. Legends painted it as a temple for druids, a place of magic and sacrifice. But the truth, as always, is likely more fascinating. Recent discoveries by archaeologists are starting to piece together the story. They found evidence that some of the stones were already standing long before humans even settled in the area. Could it be these ancient monoliths held a significance that predates us? Another clue lies in the way the stones are positioned. They align remarkably with the rising and setting sun, particularly during the summer solstice. This celestial dance hints at a possible connection to astronomy, perhaps a way to mark the changing seasons or predict the solstices for planting and harvesting. Unraveling the secrets of Stonehenge feels like a detective story unfolding across millennia. Every new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, painting a picture of a sophisticated people deeply connected to the heavens. Were they astronomers, priests, or simply a community united by a shared reverence for the cosmos? The mystery continues to captivate us, a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the enduring wonder of Stonehenge. Who built Stonehenge? The colossal stones of Stonehenge stand silent, their origins shrouded in mist. We may have unraveled the puzzle of how these giants were transported, but a far greater enigma remains. Who, in all of history, brought them here? Legends whisper of Merlin, the mythical wizard, weaving his magic to erect this monument. Others point fingers at fearsome invaders, the Danes perhaps, or the mighty Romans. These stories, though captivating, lacked the weight of evidence. But then a glimmer of truth emerged from the shadows. Scientists, wielding the tools of modern science, DNA analysis, cracked open a new chapter in the Stonehenge saga. Their findings were astounding. The fingerprints left behind by the builders pointed not to legendary figures or foreign conquerors, but to a far more intriguing source. The people who toiled over Stonehenge, it seems, were not fleeting visitors. They were descendants of those who had arrived in this land millennia before, carrying their stories and traditions from a place far away, present-day Turkey. This revelation transformed Stonehenge from a mere monument into a testament to a long journey, a legacy etched in stone by a people who made Britain their home. The mystery of Stonehenge may not be fully solved, but with each discovery, the human story etched within its stones becomes a little clearer. What does the Voic Manuscript actually say? In the dusty world of ancient texts, some mysteries linger like whispers on the wind. They tease the mind with peculiarity, their secrets locked away for centuries. But none hold a candle to the Voic Manuscript, a book as captivating as it is confounding. Imagine a tome, its pages whispering tales from the 1400s. Not in familiar languages of kings and scholars, but in a script that seems to defy understanding. The 250 vellum leaves are filled with cryptic symbols that dance across the page, an unknown language accompanied by fantastical illustrations. Bizarre flora twists and turns, unlike anything ever seen before. Is it a forgotten botanical guide, or a fantastical journey through an imagined world? For centuries, scholars have wrestled with the Voic Manuscript, driven by an insatiable curiosity. But the code remained stubbornly unyielding. The frustration was amplified by the book's solitary existence, a single point of reference, a lone whisper in a vast library of knowledge. This meant only a handful of minds could truly delve into its secrets at any given time. However, a glimmer of hope arrived in 2016. The discovery of not one, but nearly 1,000 copies. Suddenly, the whispers had an audience. With more minds on the case, could the Voic Manuscript finally yield its secrets? Had the key to unlocking its code finally been unearthed, or would the mystery continue to linger in the shadows of time? The body on Summerton Beach. Who was the Summerton man? The salty breeze of a summer evening in 1948 rustled through the palm trees lining Summerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. A young couple, hand in hand, strolled along the shore, their laughter carried away by the gentle waves. Suddenly, their carefree mood jolted. There, sprawled on the sand, was a man in a crisp suit and dress shoes, an incongruous sight on the sun-baked beach. He leaned back against the seawall, a cigarette dangling limply from his lips, seemingly passed out after a night of revelry. The next morning, the couple, their curiosity now tinged with unease, retraced their steps. The man remained, unmoving. But now a chilling stillness had replaced the tipsy slumber of the previous night. He was dead. The police arrived, baffled by the sight. There were no signs of struggle, no identification, not even a single label on his well-tailored clothes. It was as if he had materialized out of thin air. The only clue they found was a tiny, rolled-up scrap of paper tucked away in his pocket. Scrawled on it, in a neat, unfamiliar script, were the words, "Tamam Shud," It was a phrase in Farsi, a language spoken worlds away, meaning, "it is ended." But this cryptic message was just another dead end in a case that would become one of Australia's most enduring mysteries. For decades, the Summerton man remained an enigma. Was he a spy? A heartbroken lover? A wanderer seeking solace on a foreign shore? Theories swirled around him like the restless ocean breeze. Now, however, a glimmer of hope emerges from the darkness. Recent DNA analysis suggests he might hail from the east coast of the United States. Could this breakthrough finally crack the case? Could we finally learn the true story of the Summerton man, who he was, what brought him to Summerton Beach, and the secret locked within the finality of Tamam Shud? The answer, perhaps, is just over the horizon, waiting to be unraveled. Who was the Isdal Woman? The crisp Norwegian air crackled with the crunch of fallen leaves underfoot as a father and his two daughters embarked on a scenic hike through Isdalen Valley on a crisp November day in 1970. Little did they know, their peaceful afternoon was about to take a chilling turn. They stumbled upon a sight that would forever etch itself into their memory. A woman's body, burned beyond recognition. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. The woman, dubbed the Isdal Woman by the press, was an enigma wrapped in a mystery. Just like the infamous Summerton man, she had no identification, and any traces of who she might have been were meticulously erased. The labels on her clothes had been vanished, leaving investigators baffled. An autopsy revealed a grim secret. Her stomach held a staggering number of sleeping pills, enough to send anyone into a slumber from which they might never wake. The plot thickened further when, at a nearby train station, what appeared to be her luggage was found. Inside, a new puzzle unfolded. More clothes, all devoid of labels, 8 forged passports whispering tales of assumed identities, a hefty wad of German Deutschmarks, and a cryptic note that spoke in riddles. The woman, it seemed, was a master of disguise, a ghost who had meticulously crafted a new life, only to have it all tragically end in a remote Norwegian valley. Years passed, the case gathering dust in the archives of unsolved mysteries. Then, a glimmer of hope emerged. Last year, a breakthrough. Forensic scientists, armed with advancements in technology, were able to trace faint clues, whispers from the past. They linked the Isdal Woman to Nuremberg, Germany, a city with a rich, complex history. This newfound information sparked a firestorm of interest, particularly among listeners of the gripping podcast, Death in Ice Valley. Fueled by the podcast's exploration of the case, a dedicated community of amateur sleuths took it upon themselves to delve deeper. With the woman's possible origins identified, could definitive answers about her identity finally be unearthed? The mystery of the Isdal Woman continues to enthrall, a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of truth, even in the face of a decades-old cold case.
How do planets form? Picture this. Imagine a team of scientists, like detectives in lab coats, trying to crack the biggest cosmic whodunit: how planets form. For years, this question has been swirling around our heads like stardust, but just last month, a new study published in a prestigious journal called Nature Physics might have just unearthed a crucial clue. The story goes like this. The scientists tinkered around with tiny particles, blasting them with something called microgravity. Now, microgravity isn't your average household gravity. Imagine a place where things are super light, almost weightless, like floating in space. That's microgravity. Here's where things get interesting. When these tiny particles got a taste of microgravity, something unexpected happened. They zapped themselves with powerful electrical charges, like tiny magnets. And guess what? These charged-up particles didn't want to be lonely anymore. They started clinging to each other, forming bigger and bigger clumps. This discovery is a major plot twist in the planet formation saga. Why? Because scientists believe the conditions in space, where planets are born, are similar to microgravity. So, These self-sticking, electrically charged particles might be the missing piece of the puzzle. It's like finding a hidden fingerprint at the crime scene, a clue that could finally reveal the secrets of how planets come to be. The story isn't over yet, of course. More investigation is needed, but this new study is like a beacon of light in the vast darkness of space. It gives us a glimmer of hope that we might finally understand how our own planet and countless others came into existence. What exactly is dark matter? Imagine the universe as a giant swirling pie. We, the visible stuff, stars, planets, even you and me, make up a measly 20% of that pie. The rest, a whopping 80%, is shrouded in mystery, a dark and invisible entity scientists call dark matter. It's like baking a pie and forgetting the most important ingredient. We can only guess what it might be. For years, this cosmic whodunit has baffled astronomers. But fear not, intrepid knowledge seekers. We might be on the verge of a breakthrough. Enter the WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles. Picture tiny, invisible bowling balls zipping through the universe, barely bumping into anything, yet their collective mass is enough to hold galaxies together. That's the theory anyway. A team of dedicated scientists, the coherent germanium neutrino technology, say that 5 times fast, is deep on the hunt for these elusive WIMPs. They've built an elaborate contraption, buried deep underground in Minnesota, hoping to snag a glimpse of these ghostly particles. Will they succeed? Will we finally unravel the secret of dark matter? Stay tuned, space enthusiasts, because this scientific detective story is just getting interesting. What is the mass of a neutrino? Imagine the universe as a giant cosmic cake. We can see the flour, galaxies, the sugar, stars, and even the eggs, planets, swirling around. But there's a strange ingredient, a bit like dark chocolate chips, that's incredibly difficult to catch, the neutrino. These tiny particles are like culinary ninjas, zipping near the speed of light, almost weightless, and with no electrical charge. They just slip right through our fingers, making it nearly impossible to study them. But understanding these elusive neutrinos is the key to cracking the cosmic recipe. They were there at the very beginning of the universe, swirling in the primordial soup, and their properties can tell us how everything came to be. It's like needing a pinch of that mysterious spice to understand the entire flavor profile of the cosmos. Recently, scientists in Germany stumbled upon a surprising discovery about these enigmatic neutrinos. It turns out, they might have a tiny bit more mass than we previously thought. Not much, mind you, still almost unthinkably small. But even this minuscule difference is a giant leap for science. Knowing the exact weight of a neutrino is like finally measuring that mysterious spice, allowing us to refine our cosmic recipe and answer fundamental questions about the universe we live in. It's a small step for the neutrino, but a giant leap for mankind's understanding of the cosmos.
How were the Great Pyramids built? Imagine a time stretching back thousands of years. A scorching desert sun beating down on a scene unlike any other. Massive pyramids, smooth and gleaming, pierce the endless sky, a testament to human ingenuity. These are the Great Pyramids of Giza, and for over 4 millennia, they held the title of the tallest structures ever built by man. Their creation remains a captivating mystery. How did the ancient Egyptians manage to haul those colossal stones, some weighing tons, and stack them with such precision? For centuries, theories swirled like desert sands. Some whispered of alien intervention, others of brute force and countless slaves. Fast forward to 2014, and a fascinating clue emerged: the wet sand theory. It turns out, wetting sand can drastically reduce friction, allowing heavy objects to be moved more easily across the ground. This revelation shed light on how the Egyptians might have transported the stones. But it wasn't the whole story. How did they then get those blocks hoisted into place? Enter the intriguing site of Hatnob, an ancient quarry used by the Egyptians. Recent scientific studies have revealed a fascinating discovery: a ramp-like system built into the quarry itself. Imagine a colossal ramp winding its way up the side of the quarry, like a giant staircase. This force multiplier system, as scientists call it, would have allowed the Egyptians to lift the massive stones with significantly less effort. It's like having a secret tool that makes the impossible possible. And the best part? This ramp system dates back to the same period as the pyramid construction. The story of the pyramids continues to unfold. New discoveries like these ramps at Hatnob paint a clearer picture of the incredible engineering feats the Egyptians accomplished. It's a story brimming with ingenuity and a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity.
What is hiding in the Great Pyramid of Egypt? The year was 2017. Archaeologists, like Indiana Jones cracking a dusty tomb, had just made a thrilling discovery hidden within the Great Pyramid of Giza. Not gold or glittering jewels, but something far more puzzling, a vast, empty space nobody knew existed. It was like finding a hidden room in your own house, only this house was thousands of years old. The excitement was electric. This wasn't just any empty space. It was a colossal void deep within the pyramid's structure. But with every thrilling revelation comes a new question. What on earth was this void for? Was it a secret chamber hidden for millennia? A room for Pharaoh's most prized possession? Besides his mummy, of course. Scientists, ever the curious bunch, weren't about to let this mystery rest. They sprung into action. Their weapons of choice? Not shovels and pickaxes, but cutting-edge technology. Imagine tiny robots, like mechanical ants, scurrying through the pyramid's innards, and strange particles called muons raining down from space, helping them see what the human eye couldn't. This was a high-tech treasure hunt, unlike any other. And the prize? Unraveling the secrets the Great Pyramid had held close for centuries. What happened to Meline McCan? The balmy breeze of Portugal whispered through the Praia da Luz resort in 2007. Jerry and Kate McCan, along with their playful triplets, were on a dream vacation. Little Meline, with her bright eyes and infectious laughter, was the sunshine of their family. One idyllic evening, as the McCans enjoyed dinner with friends nearby, a shadow crept into their paradise. 3-year-old Meline vanished from her bed without a trace. Panic clawed at their hearts as they searched frantically, their joyous vacation turning into a chilling nightmare. Despite a relentless investigation that stretched for years, funded until 2020, Meline remained missing. Hope flickered faintly, refusing to be extinguished. Then a glimmer of light emerged. British and Portuguese authorities joined forces. Their combined might focused on a single suspect, a known pedophile believed to be in Portugal at the very time Meline disappeared. The news sent a jolt through the McCans and the world. Were they finally nearer to knowing what happened to Meline, as the Daily Mail reported? The wait had been agonizing, but a sliver of hope, sharp and fragile, pierced through the years of despair. Could this be the answer they craved, the closure they desperately needed? The story of Meline McCan continues, a chilling mystery with a spark of hope, a testament to a family's unwavering love and the relentless pursuit of truth.